What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys.
Yeah.
My name is Anthony. It's my main man, Kenny.
What's happening?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel where you can catch these exclusive content episodes right here on YouTube and only on YouTube.
You know it.
All right. So let's get into some things this week. Kind of just want to do like a little recap of some things that have been happening. So we're gonna do like some things that we saw this so far in this football early season with basketball and all sports, some of the good, some of the surprising, and some of the ugly. I think just going to all sports, just starting with the good, this past week, the Aces completing and won their third WNBA championship. So, they got their third championship 3 and 4 years in a year. And I think this year was so surprising because it did not look good to begin. It did not look good. They started off real slow, couldn't really figure out what the new dynamics with losing Kelsey Plum and getting Jewel Lloyd kind of going. But they went on that tear, winning I think 12, 13 games in a row, and then got in the playoffs, and then yet again, back to back. Asia with another MVP, the only woman to win 4 MVPs, and the Defensive Player of the Year award. The only person to win a MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP all in the same season. Just swept them.
Making the case.
Yeah, really just proved herself as the most dominant and I would say the best women's basketball player ever.
All right, before I give you too much guts on that one, I definitely want to just congratulate them to begin with. I don't care which sport, what level, whatever the case is, from high school, collegiate to pro, going back to back is no short feat in any concept of the word, bro. So even if we're showing some trouble getting out the gate, which the Aces did, kind of figure out what they was going to get out their scheme, what they was going to do on the floor, try to figure out what their defensive problem was going to be, how they was going to score, things like that. Whatever kinks they had to work out, they did.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just a back to regular scheduled programming, just went on a tear, bro. Just went on a complete tear. Shouts out to Asia again, bro. Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, Finals MVP. I think she was averaging 34. Is that right? 32 or 34?
No, it was 30 plus.
30, yeah. She averaged 34 in the finals, bro. There's a case, but that's where I'm at to stop because at the same time, we start. Is she firmly cemented in the upper echelon level of your Elisa Leslie's, Rossi's, Maya Moore's, Cheryl Swoops? Absolutely. No question about it. I don't know if I can give her that final push and say, hey, she was the best ever. As as any old head would tell you, there's airs to this thing and there's levels to this thing. We can already submit that she's at that level. But again, I don't know if the market was big enough back then or the viewership was big enough to really crown those women as they should have at their time. To really give them they just do that we kind of give odds now just because it's it's more accessible or it's more viewed in this era than I would believe in the past era.
I mean, that's a media perspective that I can understand.
I'm talking about fan viewership.
I mean, but that's still a media thing for the people that's been here, right? When you talk about the best, the best of the best, right? And talk about somebody being the best. I don't take my advice from a fan that watches every so often, right?
Okay.
I'm going to take my advice from somebody that's been watching basketball for years and is a basketball historian or somebody that's really dedicated or invested in the game, been watching the game. I've been watching the WNBA for a lot of years. I'm not saying I go all the way back to the Houston Comet days. I was young then, but I've been watching the WNBA since they kind of reconfigured themselves and got came back and really like the NBA kind of took over a little bit. I've been really watching. And I remember I do remember Lisa Leslie. I do remember Tina Thompson, Tina Charles, Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, the Dawn Staleys. Yes. But now when you talk about the greats of the greats, like Cheryl Swoops, nobody in this league has won 4 MVPs, and she's done it, and she's not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
She's dominating at a level where it's not even close to she's the best player in the league.
No question.
Like, I think the next closest player might be, the piece of Collier came on this year. As far as just a scoring, rebound, and everything, like, it's not close. That she's the most dominant force in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I know what some people are gonna say, but that's just hate. I'm not addressing them today. So when I say she's the best of now that she done got on this swing of winning championships, when she got her first, she was dominant in college, left college with a championship, came to the pros, took an expansion team. Remember, the Aces is an expansion team. Where they moved from San Antonio to
I'm with you.
Las Vegas. Got their team together, got some pieces around her, got Jackie Young. After they got her, got Jackie Young. Her and Jackie Young came in basically like Asia Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Got some more people. When she got the pieces around her to help her, she's not only dominated, but she's won championships. 3 in the last 4 years. Like, they feel like they about to go on this run that Mike went on, that Tom Brady went on, but like, yo, only way you're not that they're not gonna be in a conversation if she, God forbid, she gets hurt or something else happens, right? Maya could have been there. Maya could have been there, but Maya gave up things for her reasons, right? Gave up basketball for her reasons, right? Because they was on the tear. They had won like 2 straight, 3 straight, or something like that. But she didn't. I don't see Asia stopping no time soon. And then you add on, I got 3 championships. First woman ever win 4 MVPs. 3 defensive player of the year. Multiple time All-Star. And I got the gold medal. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say she got 2, but I know definitely she got 1 gold medal. Who else has done that? You know what I'm saying? You say you're Diana. Diana's the scoring leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many MVPs does Diana have?
2. I don't know off the top of my head.
I know I think she got at least 1 or 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone has 4.
But I'm not taking none of. I'm not taking. I think
so. Like, now she's starting to reach that level of dominance where it transcends her sport, right? Like how Tiger transcended his sport, transcended just golf. Serena, right? Roger Federer, Tom Brady, Mike. She's getting in that conversation of like, yo, you're the most dominant figure in sports today.
Period.
Exactly, right? Only thing that she hasn't done more is Cheryl Swoops got 4. Because Houston Comets won the first 4. That's the only thing that she has not done yet.
Which we figure at this rate she's going to do that.
If she did it with this team, and they lack depth. Mm-hmm. They have that. All they have, it was really top heavy with Chelsea, Jackie, and her. Yeah. And Jewel came when she wanted to play. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No diss. No shot to Jewel. Jewel's a dog. But, and I also look at the competition she's going up against every day. Like, that Phoenix Mercury team had Alyssa Thomas, Mrs. Triple Double. You know what I'm saying? She's a dog. You know what I'm saying? I think some people done seen her twice on the national stage and say, like, yo, she's just a hooper. Then you got her wife, DeWanda Bonner, been in the league a minute of scoring and score. Kalia Cooper, dog, was on that Chicago team that Candace Parker won the championship with. Right? And, who is dominated? This is my next thing, right? And I'm gonna let you go. Who has dominated college, the pros, like right off the bat, like she has? Nobody, even when she came in as a rookie and won Rookie of the Year, she was still considered one of the top 5 players in the league, top 10 players in the league. Like everybody else has had a transition period. Even Paige was nice, but Paige had a transition period. Mm-hmm. She came in the WNBA like, I'm the one. Like I'm really that girl.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna say it, bro, and I'm gonna let you go, bro. Like she gonna have Michael Jordan stuff, bro. Like she gonna go down to Michael Jordan of the WNBA.
But see, that's why, I have 2 points. I mostly agree with everything you're saying. I do think it's getting to that point where she kind of transcending the sport. I do think that. I do think any accolades, any feats, anything. Trust me, my argument is not for that. She earned all that and is well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be emphatically clear about that. Only thing is like when we start to say like that tier, that Tiger Woods, that Serena tier, things like that, it's like, okay, we also had to compare Serena to the past, the present, and the future. We had to compare Mike to past, present, future Tiger, so on and so forth. So when I look at my first example, you really literally took the name right out of my mouth. I was like Maya Moore, like she again dominating college. We know what she did at UConn.
She's already done more than her in pro.
Getting to pro, but got the pros. Like I walked away from the sport.
Yeah, I mean, I'm well documented saying that if Maya don't walk away from the sport, she's
right.
She's won.
But and again, going back to your point, we can't reverse history. We can't change that. That's over and done with.
Yeah.
But again, same with Diana Taurasi, lengthy career, did it all, scoring champ, started to kind of merge like the branding deals between the NBA and WNBA. She was like leading in that. But when we start to mention like she's the Michael Jordan, like Aja's the Michael Jordan of that, bro, that whole sphere of athlete and celebrity, again, that impact is way outside of basketball. And I don't think it's Aja's fault why she's not being considered, Mike. I think the market just ain't big enough for it. Like the NBA is a big dog. We know who they are.
Yeah.
But still, the WNBA is still getting there.
I'm saying because I know they're gonna be in the comments saying Caitlin Clark is gonna be the reason why WNBA got eyes for reasons that me and you know that we're not gonna say on this podcast.
Okay,
right?
Okay, all right.
We're not gonna say on this podcast. But the reason why people are gonna also then people gonna watch it, the other people that really want to watch basketball and gonna look at basketball, she's ushering in that new era herself.
And that was my second point. Now we again champion, MVP, defensive, all that stuff. What's gonna make her even stand more alone? Going towards your point, the road's gonna get tougher because there's even more talent coming in.
And then when you say future, I still don't see nobody that's gonna come overtake. Who gonna?
I can't say that for certain. I know Juju's hurt.
I don't think Juju can dominate like that. Juju can score.
Her floor to me is Nafisa Collier.
Who?
Juju. That's her floor to me.
Her floor, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say her floor is Don. Her floor is Don.
And that's not.
That's not knocking.
That's not. Yeah.
Her floor is Don.
That's Nafisa
Collier is like one of them ones though.
Yeah, I believe Juju is that.
Juju is one of them, but like then Adrian Wilson had the first 40-point game. Like did she get 40 in the game? Damn, they almost had 50 in the game. If she didn't get 50, I'm not sure. But I'm just saying, like, then she getting the rebounds. Then she and her game was getting better. But when she first got that, she didn't have that mid-range jump shot. Got that. She's eventually gonna develop that 3-point shot.
And this is what I'm saying. That the same way she's on that learning, that she's still on that learning curve, as you said, like 3-point, mid-range. It's Sarah Young, the girl from UConn, the girl from Texas, the girl USC. You know how much I love that just left South Carolina. You know how much I love her, bro. It's like I can see again that talent who's kind of like, all right, I need to add this to my bag early on so by the time I hit the league, there's going to be an adjustment page. There's going to be an adjustment period, but Paige learned it. Paige got over that adjustment hump.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to get tougher as it goes on.
This is what I'm saying. A lot of people can be really great in college, right?
Agreed.
And they can be good in pro or great in pro. But now we're talking about dominating. So out of that crew, right? The only one I give you, I think, can come to pro and dominate, take over pro and like be that person is Juju. I think Fawali's going to be entertaining. I don't see her dominating the league. Okay. I think Sarah had a chance. I got to see more of her. She was a freshman last year. Even Joyce got a chance, like, to be good. But now we're talking about you coming to the league and dominate the league. Like, like every night she get on the floor, she can get 30 whenever she feel like it.
No question.
30 and 10 whenever. So, like, whose skill set do I see right now is even close to that? Nobody. That's vet or a rookie.
What's the over and under on the talent that we just named that they'll wash out?
Not wash out. Like, they'll be really good players. I'm not saying none of them won't be really good players. I'm talking about dominant players, like literally like dominating games, taking over. Like, that winning streak was because of her. She went on a tear for them 15 games. Went on a tear in the playoffs. Like, who else out of that crew, like Fuwali? Yes, she's going to be very entertaining. Yes, she probably give you about 17 points. Will have 10, when the game speed up, 10 assists, whatever like that. Paige, good point guards, very entertaining, gonna put up buckets. Even Caitlin gonna shoot shots, put up buckets. But are they gonna be dominant in the game? Now, it might not be as pretty because she don't shoot the threes, but like, she came on the court, did 30 and 14, had a 40-point game. Like, stuff that you don't normally see. And then, like, okay, I know my team ain't doing well. I'm gonna put my team on my back and will them to a championship with really just me and two other players.
You see that the only person that may be capable of that is Juju.
Yes, the way she plays.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. Because I'm also countering the fact that, like, the game changes.
Yeah, the game does change.
The game does change. The same way the NBA went through a flux with, from bigs to the infatuation with the 3-point shot. That
big change will have to happen in the women's game. But I don't know if that change happened anytime soon. Why?
You already see, like, Dallas going guard heavy. Minnesota go guard heavy. Like, you already see that, like, the changes starting to happen in women's basketball.
Dallas went guard heavy and lost a lot of games. Yeah. Minnesota, they did. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, though, Minnesota still has Nafisa Collier, and they have another big. The Liberty still won game. They got old girl that's the big, not Brianna, but the other guy. Jonquel Jones, that's the big.
There you go.
Right? I think the bigs are always going to take heavier precedent, or the big forwards, because there's not that many women that's 6'3", 6'4". So that's not going to change like the men. The men's game, men have gotten taller. Like, you got guards that are 7 foot tall.
I say you got 6'9", 6'10", big, or you got bigs with guard handles.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if the women's game
changes like that.
The women's game, women ain't
easy.
No, I'm saying, but I'm not trying to say. Talking about like height wise, the women are not like.
I've got you, bro.
Women are not like the point guard. It's still going to be room for a 5'7" point guard, a 5'6" point guard in the women's game if they can play. There's no room for no 6'1" point guard in the men's game, no. Because men are just naturally taller. There's not that many Angel Reese, Asia Wilsons walking around. Breonna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Camilla Cardoso. There's not that many of them. A lot of them ain't as coordinated as that. So now you got this woman who is 6'3", 6'4",
that can back you down,
dribble, do everything, right? I don't think it's gonna change no time soon. Because then on top of that, I mean the guards will have to be 6'1", 6'2" themselves. I think Juju ain't even. I think Juju like 5'9", 5'10". Wally's like 5'7", 5'8". They look taller because the women is in the women's game.
I think you told me.
Look it up. I think Wally's like 5'9", 5 foot.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about Juju.
Juju might be 6 foot, maybe 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I give her a little, because she's a big. Sarah is about 6'1", 6'2". So like you gotta. It's a certain height level for you to be able to dominate. Paige is about 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Like. So now, like, you got a big that can do what Asia do. I don't see that. Maya, we thought we would see another Maya, but she's doing what Maya did. So it might be somebody out there.
That's what I'm just.
But even Candace Parker didn't dominate the game like people thought she would.
They could wash out. That's what I'm saying. If you're saying that, they could just wash. Even when I say wash out, because even in that respect, Candace Parker was still dominant.
Yeah, dominant, won championships.
Yeah. But so that washout term, please don't take that to heart. But
4 MVPs.
they just don't. They won't never be able to get eyes up the paint.
You got 4 MVP and 3 Defensive Player of the Year,
and you just got here.
Like I think it's like her 9th year or something like that.
Yeah,
and like she's slowing down, like she's getting better. But We're gonna stop talking about it. Yeah, in the comments, you know what I'm saying? I know they're about to say Caitlin, but you know what that is.
Okay. Yeah,
We know what that is.
Talk ball.
Let's talk about the surprising. I'm gonna go to the HBCU ranks, man. Deshawn Jackson, man. Hey, you boys put up 600 yards of offense this weekend, 600 yards of rushing offense this weekend. 70-point game for their homecoming game. A bye week going into MEAC play. Before I thought I had no expectations. Then I had a little bit of expectation. Hey man, they can have a winning season. I got them now as real contenders.
Yeah,
real contenders in the MEAC. Like what Deshawn Jackson has done with the O-line. Now they still defensive wise, but what they done with that offense where they can run the ball and them boys play for Deshawn. They're getting better in their discipline. They just getting better and better. They hung with, like, again, that Mama's game. If you don't watch FCS football, Mama's the 12th ranked team in FCS football, all the FCS football. Top team.
I say top.
Delaware State went. They have ran on everybody. They even ran on University of Delaware, which is an FBS program. The surprising, man. Like, just like the surprising. I'm just saying, more people came in thought Vic would do better, which, you know what I'm saying, don't get me pissed off. People thought Vic would do better. Because
breathe through it, bro. Breathe through it.
We have the talent. We have talent. Delaware State hasn't won anything. Like, I mean, let me tell you, Delaware State hasn't won nothing since I've been a kid. And I'm like, MEAC football is in my veins. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Delaware State won the conference once in my whole time of me being alive. Right? They haven't had many winning seasons since I've been alive. They have 4 wins this year. They're 4-3 right now. Oh no. 4-3? 3-3?
3-3.
3-3 right now. And the excitement at Dale, what Deshawn is bringing, hey man, shocked. I want to say surprising and shocked.
When we say better talent for like Norfolk State or who else is out there? They got a lot of talent on their team. I'll say probably, well, of course you got your Centrals, you got your Howard is another surprise, but when we say like Delaware State is kind of like popping on the scene and how far they might go when we're starting to put them in that contender rank, where do you have them? Do you have them serious contenders because they're so surprising, or because you think once they're done with their out of conference play, now that they're returning to the MEAC, it's gonna get spooky.
This is where I'm at with it, right?
They just showed you that much.
This is where I'm at with it. They have a bye week this week. Then they go play Central for homecoming. If they win that game, they'll probably represent the MEAC in the Celebration Bowl. Because Central is top dog. Like I said they would be. Check back in old episodes. Told y'all something. Central tried to show everybody why they top dog. I don't see them having no problem with South Carolina State. Damn sure don't see no problem with Norfolk State. Morgan. Howard is the only spooky one because they defense is really good.
Yeah.
But I don't see them having no problem with nobody else. Only thing I have a problem with, they go win that Central game, man, so because Central can score. And they have a good quarterback. And they got a good team. If they win that Central game, you could be looking at Delaware State representing who you gonna call it in the Celebration Bowl.
Year one.
That comes with Deion stuff. No, Deion didn't even do it at year 1. Deion did it year 2.
Yeah. God damn. So what do you think is like the catalyst? I mean, my belief for Delaware State is, okay, of course you got the culture fit. Then I think you got, of course, the transfers that came in. Some of the people that followed him from Cali, that Cali pipeline, hit him with like a lot of infusion and talent. The coaching that he brought on from Cali too, like there's a number of things that I think that he brought to Delaware State that I to say it wasn't there before. But on top of that, that's somebody that believes that y'all can win. That believes and wants to win, and sometimes winning culture, bro.
Like teams that losing, like I was talking to my dad about A&T. Sometimes seeing you get that win, and you've been losing so much,
it's like seeing the ball go through the hoop.
You like, oh, we in every game. We can do this. We can win. And when they beat Albany, it put them on that tear. There's nobody that we can't play with. And that's how them boys are playing. Yeah, physical. You would think with Deshawn Jackson, they are very fast. But they also are a very physical football team, especially on offense. They're not really a throw it around team. They really like, we're going to bully ball, you run it down your throat, and we got 3 home run threats at running back. Oh, yeah, and our quarterback can run too.
And throw that one.
So, like I said, Sean, hey, man, surprise the hell out of me, dog.
And then you would think, okay, you picking this team that, not for nothing, was probably, sitting at the bottom of the MEAC year in and year out. It's like, we can't expect nothing. You just looking for a head coaching gig. Now what? You don't flip that thing into, hell, I don't know, too many players that's probably going to be there next year. Hell, E-Jack might even leave next year.
Nah, I think it's
that. I'll say this because I was looking at him for that UCLA job, but that interim coach that's there now, he's kind of restoring the feeling there.
I think Deshaun will stay. I think Deshaun has missed himself. I think he takes the challenge, and I think he wants to accomplish some things. So I would say 3 years. I think he'll stay. But some of the people he brought with him, like Deshaun, is coaching. Tell that. But that O-line coach, great. Clinton Porter's got them running backs moving great. Offensive coordinator calling great plays. They play calling is amazing. Like, people ain't seen them. Like, they're a run-heavy team, but when they do RPO and pass it, it's usually a quick. They don't ask Cade and Ben to do too much. Quick slants, fast receivers, catch the ball, and they gone. You know what I'm saying? Defensive coordinator, you ain't got the dogs. He ain't got all the dogs on defense yet. They run defense is pretty decent, but they none of the defense is decent. But like that can be fixed with recruiting. You know what I'm saying? But the with Deshaun, man, hey, I'm thoroughly surprised.
Impressed.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you, they beat Central. They beat Central, man. They probably gonna win the MEAC. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, like I said, I'll say, was it the Sacred Heart game when Caden got thrown out?
Yeah, they still almost won.
Still almost won. I was like, yeah.
That Mama's game showed me a lot.
Bruh. And again, we talking about one of the top offensive teams in Mamas in FCS. Probably in comparison to FBS too.
Yeah.
Right? So, and you in a shootout with them, like you can keep up with scoring.
Had them nervous.
Okay.
Had them nervous. And then you had that Delaware game. They was in that game. That's an FBS school, more resources, more money. They haven't been out of any game for real.
They won some attention. They warrant some like, hey, brace yourselves. We about to be in a dogfight.
Yeah, that's some things. That's surprising. Another surprising thing can go into NFL, right? The Colts and the Jags, man, that AFC South division. I'm saying AFC South division. Did not have it in my bingo card. It's probably the hardest division in football. One of the hardest divisions in football. You got Texans, Colts, and Jags. Titans are ass. But
real quick, probably right there, we ain't gotta stay there, but hey, I gotta chill out in social media. That social media sphere already calling Cam Ward ass, bro. That's
did you see him play today?
I did.
You got to look today?
Yeah, I saw. Bro, that again.
That nigga dropped the ball in his hand.
Bro, look, if we gonna do that, man, my thing is just make it fair, bro. Like, don't move the goalposts. Let's not trash this person. Let's not say this person is this and that, bro. Like, again, keep it fair, man.
That's a bad team.
And we can just say that.
That's a bad team.
They picked number 1 overall for a reason.
They're really bad.
But there's a difference. And
people say that, but then Jaden picked number 2. And look what did the Commanders.
But look what also that the Commanders did prior to Jaden coming in.
What did they do last year?
They put a defense around Jaden. With
Luvu. The Commanders always had defense, though.
No, they didn't.
With them 2 defense tackles, they
got linebackers. They got D tackle help. They started drafting D-line.
They
They
already
drafted
made
offensive line.
The defense was
That's what I'm saying. They traded for
Commanders'
Marshawn
defense.
Lattimore. They drafted Saren Steele. They drafted a safety, bro. They started building, start really pitting some like, okay, we got resources now.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the Titans didn't do none of that. Yeah, you got Calvin Ridley. Yeah, you got Tony Pollard, but he was there before then. So again,
I get you.
That team, the team that
the Titans were a whole lot worse than the Commanders.
Thank you. The team that was there, that was already there for Calvin, or excuse me, that was there for Cam Ward already, failed. So to just turn around and give him the same amount of resources, no embellishments, no additions, no nothing, and I'm like, nah, he gonna fix it. Nah, bro, that's unfair. To already call him ass. That's not true.
They fired their GM. For no reason.
Bad teams do bad things. But go ahead. AFC South, my bad.
Yeah, the AFC South, besides the trash ass Titans, you got the Texans, who got talent. The Jags, who Trevor Lawrence is starting to play the number one pick, that they won it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Liam Cohen, what's his name?
Yes, sir.
Really got them playing good. Defense is good, and they got Greg Newsome now. Did they win this weekend? I don't know.
I got you.
Did they beat the Colts this weekend? No.
No,
The Seahawks beat them. The Seahawks beat them. Seahawks beat the Jags this week. But the Colts, Daniel Jones looking good right now on offense. They can run the ball. Jonathan Taylor quietly is the leading rusher in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Showing why he's a dog.
Josh Downs getting
touches. Michael Pittman's been doing his thing. The young tight end,
Tyler Warren
from Penn State, doing his thing. Defense looks really good for them. Got Kenny Moore sighting again. He went away last year.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah. So Zaire doing his thing. And that little, what's his position? Is he a linebacker or a safety?
Who's that?
Zaire Franklin.
Linebacker.
Really?
Yeah.
Plays like a safety. They have him playing deep 30 sometimes.
He might go Tampa.
Yeah. But that defense looks really good. And it's a tough division. That's a rough division.
I think, and maybe because I say it on the live enough, like because I don't really buy into the Daniel Jones just hype just yet. But I'll give him this much credit. This is the most I can do for teams like the Colts and the Jaguars. I think right now they just getting the most out of their scheme right now, just because it's early.
What's a better division?
We gonna do this again?
No, what's the better division?
NFC West.
The banged up 49ers that just lost Fred Warner.
Just lost them like this past weekend.
Didn't the 49ers just lose to the Bucks?
And the Bucks just lost to who?
Huh?
The Bucks just had a shootout with who? The weekend before.
Who?
The Seahawks.
Okay, so you got the Seahawks. Are you really think the 49ers keep this going with all them injuries? Can they really keep it going? They're not going to be able to keep it going. All right. Arizona.
Hey, hold on.
Right, they only got 2 wins, bro.
And they also played a tough team. They played a tough game. They was in it. They was in it.
Who they lose
to? You make me do this every time. The Cardinals do.
Yeah, I understand that. But you about to make my point, though. You said they played a tough game against a good team, right?
Yeah.
Who they played today?
I don't remember.
They played the Colts, and they lost.
Okay.
So
they was in that game.
But
they lost. Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. What are we talking? Now it's coming back to me.
They lost. All right. So that's 3. Who the 4th team? I don't even know who the 4th team is.
You said the Niners and the Cardinals.
Cardinals, Seahawks,
Rams.
Okay, the Rams. The Rams are the NFC West. So you said the NFC West is better than the AFC South, right? NFC West, the Niners are not going to be able to keep that up, bro. The Cardinals always find a way to win.
If my tie is that Fred Warner injury is crazy.
With all Brock Purdy, don't know when he coming back. You don't have any of your receivers. You plus all them cats is hurt. They're not gonna be able to keep doing this with Mac Jones. They're not gonna be able to keep afloat. They won that Rams game because Kyle Williams can hold on to the football.
If you want to use the Cardinals, if I can use the Cardinals, the Niners, as an interchangeable team to go against a team like the Texans, who ain't nothing sure shot about them right now. Yeah, they are on par with the AFC South.
I think the AFC South is going to come down to toughest division. Toughest division. I think up there with one of the toughest divisions.
I say, unless you want to put the NFC North in there.
I'm not impressed with the Packers.
Okay.
The Packers don't impress me no more.
All right. Well,
the Packers had now I'm starting to get on the train that you were talking about. Like, struggling to the Cincinnati, not be able to score like that against Cincinnati is crazy.
I maintain NFC West.
And Joe Flacco got off.
He just got there Tuesday.
NFC North, no.
You can't get
why this count? I know you said it before. The NFC South looking like it ain't no bitch either. Like low key, I'm back.
Ain't nothing
sweet.
Hey, and the thing is, I don't think
the Falcons ain't sweet neither. The Falcons could win this game against the Bills.
It's
coming up Monday.
Bruh, this is what I'm saying when we kind of just poo-poo at certain divisions. Like teams like the Cardinals, who else? Teams like the Cardinals, Falcons, hell, even sometimes the Saints. Sometimes even the Saints, bro. Like the Panthers just beat the Cowboys. Let me say, we can't just poo.
Like when you say that, you can't hype it up. The Cowboys, that defense, it's bad.
They didn't. Well, I could say this about the Panthers. They didn't like that. Didn't drop 40 on them like he did.
Yeah, we so through for 3 times.
You know what I'm saying? It could have ended up in points, but it didn't. That's my point. So, but
NFC South ain't no joke.
As long if the games are tough and it's competitive, again, the Cardinals, tough game with the Colts. Hey, you had a backup quarterback, you still hung in there.
If the AFC South plays to their potential, the challenge they have on their squad, it's the toughest division of football. Because 2 of them teams have a quarterback. And then the other team that has like a vet that's like holding the fort down has a lot of talent around. Talking about great running backs, and when Joe come back, talking about Joe, you talking about running backs and Joe Mixon when he come back, ETN, Jonathan Taylor. Kevin, the receiver cores for these teams are really good too.
Very good.
So like defenses ain't no stop. I think if everybody plays to their potential, you're gonna have some interesting games. Tough division. Kind of was surprising, like NFC East looking like one of the weaker ones.
Agreed. Now, I say that with I'm gonna admit, I was on a high of off that Eagles loss. I was on a high. Like, it don't take me long. I'm a true Eagles fan. I fire everybody after the loss. Now, we're gonna see how they respond, these next few weeks. I'm up to thinking now, since I come down off that high, to believe, all right, maybe they're just not ruined. Maybe they're just out of sync. That's where I've kind of dumbed it down to. So if we say the Eagles kind of return back to somewhat to form,
y'all gonna make the playoffs only because
they're not the bottom of the league.
So I'm not gonna lose to the Giants. I don't think y'all lose to the Giants again. And I don't think
you gotta get spanked once.
I don't think y'all lose to. They still the only people that y'all got to worry about is the Commanders. Yeah, that got to put up points, but they got to stop y'all too.
It's true.
So like, the only team that you really got to worry about is 5 in Washington.
Okay,
that's a different beast. And if that running back keep running the way that he running,
Bill,
yeah, that's a different beast.
Bill,
that's a different beast, man. But yeah, the AFC South, surprising. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think nothing about the Colts, bro. I didn't think nothing about the Colts. And Daniel Jones, every time you're waiting for it to just not look good, it looks good. With y'all old offensive coordinator. Second time he done did it. He took Gardner Minshew and almost won 10 games.
Man, you can't rage bait me with that. That still ready to fire that boy last year.
Well, that was dumb. Need to get fired from there before any coach get fired from the Colts. Is that damn GM, because he does not pick well. He's still living off that Andrew Luck pick
in
that the offensive line pick. He hasn't picked great since then.
I think Baby Ursay's what's the old girl? She up there trying to run GM or learning to become GM?
She the owner.
Or owner, excuse me. Yeah. So they be all right.
I mean, they got talent because some of that Michael Pittman pick came through, but like
Josh Downs came through. Warren is showing.
Let me say this. A lot of their top picks didn't come through.
Everybody swing and miss.
A lot. He would not. Some of these picks just now starting to kind of mature into. But that quarterback, they left like it's still malpractice what they did to Andrew Luck. How you have a quarterback, a generational quarterback, and don't get an offensive line. That's what made them have all these years where they fell off.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Andrew Luck,
the quarterback's not a dime a dozen.
You had a generational quarterback you wouldn't protect him. Should spend all that money on the offensive line.
You ain't gonna find no counterpoint in me. Now, what I want to say is, all right, as far as if we can move off that was your last point.
Yeah.
All right, so success stories. You mentioned Daniel Jones. I'll mention Baker Mayfield.
We've been okay.
I'm talking about going towards
the masses. We've been balling for the past 3 years, though.
But going towards like MVP running, if we had to start tallying those votes now, who's a success story for you in that regard?
It's Baker. I mean, Baker's not really a success. Baker's been balling to me. Like now, is he in the MVP race? Yes, because they win in football games. I think it could have been an MVP race a couple of these years ago, but they wasn't winning enough games. They'll find a way to lose games. Now they're actually winning, they keep winning. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's seeing what Baker been putting up 275 and 2 touchdowns, not turning the ball over and making plays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they was trash. They was in the playoffs last year.
So like I think now they're winning at a higher clip. If they keep winning at a higher clip, now they can be them guys that he can be in the MVP race. Hard to get an MVP to somebody, have somebody to run it for the MVP only got 9 wins. Or barely winning the division. That's not that good.
But you want to give some love to Sam Darnold too. Here's what I'm saying, bro, is that it won today.
No, he had a good game.
But also it's the way they win it. It's not just hand the ball to Kenneth Walker in the same way that they like to jump on Jalen Hurts about just turn around, hand the ball to Saquon. That's not the way that Sam is winning out there. And
he's playing good. But I don't know.
He's playing good football.
He's playing good football. MVP, like Jared Goff is in there again, in that running again, because he's putting up numbers. Matthew Stafford still averaging 300 yards a game. People don't want to take him out the top 5, but you know.
Man, we don't listen to him.
Do we?
I don't give much credit.
But I'm just saying. But Baker is a success story, but it's just hard for me to say that for Baker. I've been seeing Baker ball for like the past 3 years, like really steady the ship after Tom Brady left from the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Like steady that whole ship. It is what it is. Let's get into the last one, the ugly. Hey man, Penn State and James Franklin, which if you're listening to it now, you know they fired him. So kind of let's talk about, do you think it was the right move? Because it did get ugly. And where does James Franklin go from here? Because I do think he gets another job. Me personally, I don't understand doing it now.
Bingo.
I think you could have just let him finish the season out. You can have a short list. You could have been looking for a coach. I don't get why do it now, because then you're still doing it now. Yes. 2 things can be true, right? He did not win the big games, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, since the Penn State been in the Big Ten, which I don't know if you looked that up when they joined the Big Ten, have they ever been like the top 2 teams? Like, that's the thing about the Big Ten schools. I'm gonna get back to James Franklin. Y'all never, like, none of y'all other schools never consistently beat Michigan or Ohio State. It's always been Michigan or Ohio State in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why the rest of y'all act like y'all
never kept up.
Y'all had good seasons, but it's always been Michigan and Ohio State. Iowa would show up every now and again in the championship game and lose to one of them. Michigan and Ohio State been the guy. Now you got Oregon, which got to be by Indiana, but Oregon came now, and they kind of changing it up, but it's always been Michigan and Ohio State. Ohio State got their run. Ohio State fought, go down a little bit. Michigan had a run.
Michigan, yeah.
It's always been them two schools. So him not beating that, you can say that about every coach in the Big Ten. Every coach in the Big Ten prior to this expansion has never beat the top schools, right? Now, he had been there 12 years, so I can understand wanting a new voice. But this is a guy that just came off a Big Ten championship appearance and a national semifinal appearance. Now, I said two things could be true. You had all you played was SMU and Boise. Teams you should have beat, but you beat. Didn't have a winning record against top 10 ranked teams.
Oh,
I get that. So after the season, if it happened, totally understand. It's been 12 years. Maybe you want to move in a different direction, new voice. Had a decade, hasn't really beat anybody, and it was going to look ugly this year. Drew Allure out for the year. It was going to look ugly. The UCLA, I think they wanted to fire him. The UCLA loss. I understand why he got fired. I just don't understand the time.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm very much on the same point of like, why now? I think losing to Oregon, dropped a big game. Okay, losing to UCLA, antennas is up. Losing Northwestern, all right. Overall, we're just poorly coached. I think that is this past week was just like, okay, what the hell is going on? There's something in this. Like he's like, like there's something in the drink. Like there's a fly in the drink right now. And usually the first person they point at is like, all right, hey coach, what's up? What's happening?
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, yeah, let's get up off this sinking ship as quick as possible. But going back to supporting your point, changing coaching right now, what does that do? That changes nothing for you.
Yeah.
You have no playoff hopes. You have no Big Ten hopes. You have all those things are dashed. Those are distant memories now. So at least let me finish the season out with my guys. We can have a Black Monday, as soon as the season is over. We can have a mutual split, cut it right down the middle. I go find my new gig. Y'all find y'all new head coach. We can keep it simple and plain. Cutting ties right now changes nothing because there isn't a belief or an idea of being a winning program at this very moment. In that building. For that program, nobody's have no belief. I wouldn't even be surprised if you start to see players start to pop up injured or start sitting, especially if you're draft hopeful. If you're AJ Harris or Dennis Denai, something like, bro, they might feel like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and cash it in. Because, bro, what are we playing for?
Yeah.
Let's just speed the season up then. Y'all already simulated it. Let's simulate the season. There's nothing to play for at this point. So, hey, if the AD and everybody already decided that we're going to cash it in, Drew Lars out, cool, boom. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to protect myself.
I think sometimes, some, especially in the Big Ten, I think some other schools and other conferences have reality checks. I think the Big Ten, some of them schools need reality checks. It's not the 80s. It's not the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting the same talent that Ohio State gets. You're not getting the same talent that Oregon is getting. You're not getting the same talent in Happy Valley that Michigan is getting, especially in this day and era. You can never find him a dynamic quarterback. You're just not getting at them dynamic players. And I think y'all need to be happy with finishing third in the conference. Maybe win the Big Ten championship once every 10 years. Like, I know y'all, some of the alums, some of the Penn State hopeful gonna be mad.
Mm-hmm.
Like them Joe Paterno years, you know what I'm saying? Scarred by scandal. Some of the Joe Paterno years, they're not coming back, bro. Like Nebraska waiting for them 90s to come back.
Waiting for Nebraska.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all waiting for times that's not coming back. Kids are not coming to Happy Valley like they used to, right? Everybody plays on TV now. People got NIL money. The talent is dispersed. And again, and if you look at the Big Ten championship races and the Big Ten contenders, it's always been Michigan and Ohio State. I don't know why y'all try to act brand new. Like it ain't always Michigan and Ohio State. Now you add Oregon to the mix. And with Indiana about to be in the mix for the next couple of years if he doesn't move on.
Yeah.
So like, y'all always been number 3.
I'm saying, don't let USC get high.
Y'all always been like that next tier. So I don't understand why. Like, why? When the last time they won a Big Ten championship? Let me look that up now. I know people gonna be in the comments. I'm gonna say it now. Penn State.
I just don't see where I can understand the thinking that we can never just be good with being average. I don't support that thinking. Is either we're improving or we failing. I don't want to just hang in the balance.
2016. So 11 years ago almost.
I say, you know who's on that team?
Who?
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
I was like, it's probably close to like a Saquon team, bro. But I forgot where I was at. But if the idea is like, if we're just gonna be average, we're gonna settle for being the 4th best team or the 3rd best team, bro. You always got to have aspirations to be higher. But now you're letting programs starting to hawk you down. I just mentioned USC. That's a 1-loss team. Indiana getting high. Oregon just stepped in. They in the Big Ten now, just wrecking. Being a wrecking crew. They just lost to Indiana. Like, and then you got your age-old rivals of Ohio State and Michigan, who you are speaking for James Franklin. You already had a losing record to both of them, a pretty one-sided losing record to both of them too, if I might add. So you can't just be comfortable with being average. So I'm not telling. I wouldn't. My suggestion, again, going back to why don't you just keep James Franklin? If you're gonna go down, if the Titanic is sinking, just go down with the ship. But if the message is that we gonna fire James Franklin, hoping that we're gonna get better, that's not the idea. So pick a side, stay on it. Right now is the year to accept that, hey, we're not who we thought we were gonna be. Mind you, they was coming into this season, they was preseason ranked at number 2. That's how highly regarded they were. Yeah. So yeah, this is a complete fall from grace. Yeah. So now fall from grace and bust your face on the pavement because this year ain't no rebound from this year. Just get better next year.
So now I'm curious now because all the Big Ten schools, I know people gonna be in the comments. Since 2006, right? You got Ohio State, and Penn State won it together. They had no championship game back then in 08, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Ohio State. Then you had the year where Michigan State and Wisconsin won it together. Wisconsin won in 11 and 12. Michigan State won in 13. Ohio State and Michigan State had their run. Penn State in 2016. Ohio State, Michigan, then Oregon. So, like, when I hear some of these Big Ten fans, when have y'all ever been? They haven't won that championship since 1986. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, we can be better, but how much better are you going to get, right? When the Big Ten has always been dominated for the most part by 2 schools.
I say by teams other than you.
Only time Wisconsin's had they run with Alvarez, right? With Barry Alvarez, and then Michigan State had they run when Kirk Cousins and them boys was coming through there. Right. But like I just named out for the past 20 years, since 06 to now, Ohio State and Michigan have dominated the Big Ten. So the next coach, what you want him to do? He does the same thing. Maybe you just don't like.
Again, and reasons why you don't want this on your record books by firing mid-season. How does the job become attractive?
I mean, it's Penn State and they got the money.
They blue chippers.
But like, again, it's not the 80s no more. Like Nebraska, Oklahoma, some of them just got to realize where they're at.
And it is what it is. But you can't. But
we got to the point now, and I know people don't like James Franklin. It's kind of hard. I don't want to cape for James Franklin too much on this. Like, I understand why you might have fired him because you are staying stagnant. Mm-hmm. But you are talking about a man that just went to the national semifinals and went to the Big Ten championship game.
Putting kids in the league too.
So, what's the bar That's a really high bar to follow.
Again, what makes it attractive?
Very high bar to follow. And then yeah, but I don't. Sometimes some fans need to got to get realistic of who they are. But they don't. They don't. They can just keep living in La La Land. My next thing is where did James Franklin end up? I personally think Virginia Tech should call him now. I think for somebody to right the ship, I think he can right the ship. I don't think Arkansas would call him, but I would not take the Arkansas job. I would not take the Oklahoma State job. I'll be real leery of the UCLA job.
I was about to say, well, I'm wondering where James Franklin's like roots is from.
I'll be real leery of the UCLA job. That's a rough place. That's a UCLA. That's a lot of culture to change. You got to compete with keeping kids in California. You're out west. You're not like in the Midwest on the East Coast. You're out west. So you got to keep the kids in California.
Yeah, but they still hold. Again, UCLA is still a staple out west too. I mean,
what kids?
I'm saying if you comparison to like what you between like USC, like the problem is a lot of them are flying off to Washington and to Oregon.
A lot of them going to Oregon.
That's what I'm saying. I just say
you said Washington. Ain't nobody going to Washington. You always cap up for the teams that ain't nobody going to Washington.
Nobody. Anthony, don't make me do this right now.
Them California kids ain't going to Washington. They're going to Oregon. They're going to Oregon, and they're going to USC. They're not going to UCLA. And think of why I'm saying that while they're not a staple, because they haven't been going to UCLA in a long. The last time UCLA was good, decent, is when that's the offensive coordinator now. When his dad was the coach.
Pull up the roster of one kids that's on Washington team right now.
That don't mean they're good.
LA.
That don't mean they're good.
We're still talking about 3-star players.
That don't get cut in the Big Ten.
Anyway, I'm not going to do that right now.
I'm just saying it's not going to get cut in the Big Ten. They're going to Oregon and they're going across the country to other places. And they're going to USC. That's just being real. They're going to Oregon and they're going to USC. They're going I'm not saying that none is going to Washington.
Yeah, you going.
Some are going to Washington, but like the bulk of the team, the really good ones are going to USC and Oregon. And people and then like UCLA hasn't been good in so long. Chip Kelly they wasn't even that great with Chip Kelly when they had DTR. That's true. Like UCLA hasn't been good. What, Josh Rosen? Was the last time they had a decent team? That team wasn't even good. It's gonna take a lot of rebuilding. And then
Westerners from UCLA. Who else?
And then you also playing in the Rose Bowl in that big stadium. People don't come to the games. You got to get the community back involved with UCLA. That's the public school. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a whole other topic. I think UCLA is still a good landing spot.
For a young coach, I would do it if the coach started established.
All right, so what you choose? Go to Arkansas?
Hell no.
Where would that's why I'm asking where is his pool from? Where is like
I would go to Tech.
Is he a Virginia coach?
I think he's a name coach. They tried it already. With Brett Pryor, and see how that worked out. Also ODU twice. I would go to Tech. I'll go to Tech. It's East Coast still. I'm still. I gotta say. I've been recruiting in the Virginia.
Recruiting out of Virginia, yeah.
It's a name, and Tech will be happy with being contenders again. And the ACC is not as rough as but the ACC ain't as rough as the Big Ten. And you don't have to, Tech just be happy being contenders again.
That's it.
Right.
That's a good choice. I wouldn't rule out UCLA, but
I mean, UCLA is decent, but I think UCLA need to get the guy from Arizona State, maybe some young coach that got some spunk behind him.
I can't knock the fact that James Franklin became somewhat of a celebrity out there at Penn State too. That's why I think LA still works. That market still works for him.
I think UCLA want to fire the coach though. They that desperate. They want to fire the coach. I think they're desperate, but
they are. Yeah.
At the same conference, the coach you just beat with an interim and no
with an interim coach now,
no OC
that looks
and no
horrible.
That's rough. Virginia Tech is.
Hey man, Sometimes you can sell water to a well. And I think James Franklin said you can sell the idea of James Franklin to UCLA. Same way Virginia Tech is so damn desperate. You don't really have to sell nothing to them. So that might be an easier fit. But you can sell. I think you can sell them on James Franklin.
As far as Penn State goes, I mean, I don't know who you get. I don't think Signetti from Indiana, I don't think he wants to leave Indiana. I think he wants to make Indiana a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know who you're going to get. Because you're going to want somebody that's already coaching and successful. They're not going to want nobody that's like sitting on the couch. So I don't think they're going to get no John Gruden. And that the college experiment, I don't think it works out that well. Not now.
What you mean?
Getting a pro coach, exclusively pro coach to come in this era of college football,
no.
I don't think that works.
No.
I don't think that works anymore.
Nah, you got to be able to speak the lingo. I'm not saying that you can't coach ball. That's not what I'm saying. But to gravitate to these players and to have them want to come play for you, we're going by two different metrics. You know, it's before it was more coach. It was more advantage to the coaches. It's more advantage to the players now. There's no 1-2. There's no 1-2 there. Again, the reason why you can have transfers for Mike Vick, why you can have transfers for Deshawn Jackson, we're more closer to them. They can speak the lingo. They know what to say, how to move, how to get you into a program. I don't see that many pro or former pro level coaches that can speak that lingo and connect with them. I don't see that.
Who connected with Mike?
Ask your boy that's wearing number 7 at North State, bro. Ask him. Anyway, come on, bro. Let's go.
Don't piss me.
Come on, Ed. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know who they get. Did you get Joe Brady? If you want to be a coach, he a young OC. I don't think Tommy, everybody. You know what's crazy too? The ugly is the Browns. I'm gonna say that too. I was gonna say that even through this, people are like, "Oh, Tommy Reese is still a good offensive mind." Did he just put up like 9 points? How can you be a great offensive mind and you can't put up points?
Ain't nothing unfathomable no more. Damn, Justin Fields didn't even throw for 50 yards this past week. Ain't nothing unfathomable.
That's just
nothing real.
Justin Fields look bad.
Football is unreal at this point. So yeah,
that offensive line is so bad. But they say he had great offensive mind. But then I look at people like Shanahan, who's over here winning like
making
in games with Mac Jones.
Yeah,
and no receivers. He got Kendrick Bourne went off for 100 yards.
Just got there too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Josh McDaniels do it with Drake May. And I know he's not head coach here, but that man calls plays. That's one thing I would never take that away from him. I would never let him
be my head coach.
No. But can he call
put a headset on that fool
and call some plays?
You got it.
You know what I'm saying? We got all these great offensive mind. Brian Daboll, great offensive mind. Even that offense that beat y'all, that junk looked like a boy.
It was not good. We were just that bad. Done again. I think this crash back to reality was necessary for the Eagles, but there's also going to be a crash back to reality. To be fair, the Giants were 1-14.
To be fair, we need to stop labeling some coaches as great as they are.
As gurus. Because they're not.
This because you talk to them. They happen. These analysts go talk to them, but oh man, we can really draw it up. Doesn't mean nothing if you can't put it into action. Nobody talks about Greg Roman. Greg Roman won with Lamar, changing over Justin Herbert, runs their offense.
It's only a selective few. You know, you got your McVays, your Shanahans, your boy out there in Minnesota making it work for Carson Wentz. Like, bro, there's only going to be a few. I mean, I remember a day and time when what's my boy that used to play for the Jags, quarterback. He used to play for the Jags. It was OCing out there for Tampa. Byron Leftwich, was on the up and coming, like bro, but that guy blew out the water.
Nah, because they blamed him when they couldn't block that year, Tom Brady and all that. That was crazy. But my biggest thing is just like we throw away that office guru too much, bro. Some of these jokers just ain't it, bro. And that's okay. And it's okay. Everybody's not that great of a coach.
It doesn't happen. One thing, it shouldn't. That transition isn't as seamless. That's actually the highest turnover rate in all of football, going from like OC or DC to head coach.
Yeah.
Again, because more times than not, you're going into leaving a great program that was built before you, going into a bad program that was destroyed before you, and ain't got no promise of looking up.
Yeah.
So now you're walking to a program thinking that he's going to change everything. That's not you.
Yeah.
That's not you. You never had that much responsibility before. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you're looking at the success stories, I even use the Eagles as one. Sirianni, that wasn't your team. That's a Peterson team.
Talk about it.
You just named John Gruden. John Gruden, that wasn't your team. That was a Tony Dungy team.
Somebody else said it besides me. Thank you.
So all these the success stories are far outmeasured by the horror stories. So these gurus that you claim that they are, no, it's not that. It's not that.
Not at all, bro. But man, good, bad, and ugly, man. Some good things going on, surprising things going on, and some things just ain't gonna change for some of these fans out here. It's gonna be bad, man. But like that, man, it's the end of this content episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys.
Yo,
my name's Anthony. It's my main man, Kenny. And until next time, we'll holler at you.